In the Chandogya Upanishad, there's a character named Satiakama. Satiakama was a young, poor boy who had a deep longing for the truth. Satiakama wanted to go to this local ashram nearby his home and gain admittance and become a disciple of the guru there. But in those days, only kids of a high caste from a good family would be allowed to enter the ashram. And the way that the guru would determine this was by asking the name of the father of the disciple that was applying. Satiakama didn't have a father. He lived alone with his mother, who was a maidservant. But Satiakama went to his mother and asked her, "What is my father's name? I'm going to this ashram. They're going to ask what his name is." So the mother, the way that the Upanishad tells it, she says, "At the time that you were conceived, I was working in the homes of many different men. So I don't know who your father was or what your father's name is. But my name is Jabala. So when the guru asks, you can just say that your name is Satiakama Jabala." So Satiakama goes to the ashram. He meets the guru. He gives the traditional offering of wood for the ashram fire to the guru. And the guru asks, "Son, what is your father's name?" Satiakama says, "Well, master, there's an interesting story here. I asked my mother the same thing. She's a maidservant, and she said that at the time that I was conceived, she was working in the home of many different men, and so she doesn't know who my father is. Her name is Jabala, so you can call me Satiakama Jabala." The guru was a little shocked, but said, "Only the very finest disciple from the finest heritage could be that honest. So based on your honesty alone, I will grant you admittance to the ashram." Satiakama was overjoyed. It was his dream come true. "But," said the guru, "I need to give you some seva first. I need you to do some service before I can instruct you." And Satiakama said, "Whatever you ask me to do, I will do. Thank you so much." So the guru took these 40 sickly cows, 40 cows that were not in great shape, and said, "Take these cows and take care of them. Just take them off and roam wherever you like. But don't come back until these 40 have become 400. Satiakama said, "I will do that." And so he took these 40 sickly cows out, and he took such good care of them. And he took them to graze in the best places and drink water from the best sources. And after a long time, Satiakama was sitting there, and the bull from the herd approached him and said, "Satiakama, we have become 400. It's time to go back to the ashram. But first, before we go," the bull said, "I need to teach you something about the truth." And so the bull sat Satiakama down and taught him 1/4 of the teachings about the truth. And they went on. It took some days to get back to the ashram because they had roamed really far. At the end of the next day, Satiakama was sitting by the campfire, and the fire rose up and spoke to him and said, "Satiakama, I need to tell you something about the truth." And that night, the fire stayed up with Satiakama and taught Satiakama the 2/4 of the teachings about the truth. The next morning, they all got up and brought the herd further along. And that night, by a lake, a swan approached Satiakama and said, Satiakama, I need to teach you something. And the swan gave the third fourth. The next night, another bird, a diver bird, came to Satiakama and gave him the rest of the teachings. So by the time that Satiakama brought the herd back to the guru, back to the ashram, he was glowing. He was on fire with yoga. He had attained the truth. And the guru saw this and recognized this right away and said, thank you for taking care of the cows, but it seems that you found another master along the way. And Satiakama said, no, I have not. I have only learned what I have learned from beings other than men. I am your disciple now and forever. And the guru was very happy with the cows and with Satyakama's attainment and gave him a final blessing for his enlightenment. And that's the story of Satiakama Jabala.